Hi everyone. In this video, again, I'd like to share about the interview. Interview for those who are being called, already being called by Energy Commission to attend the interview. Especially now during the COVID-19 pandemic, some being called already by the Energy Commission to have the online interview or virtual interview. Okay, I think you are lucky because you don't have to travel and you have more time to prepare, and you don't have to face the interviewer face to face directly. We normally people become more nervous. Okay, anyway, there's some mistakes that people may do in preparation for the interview. Honestly, I think based on my experience and also I still assume it's happening that way. Some people thought, when they go for the interview, they are just need to bring their so-called technical knowledge alone, which is unfortunately is not. Okay, first item you need to. I think my tips that what I would like to advise you. The first thing what you need to really read and understand is you must understand about the regulation itself, the efficient management of electrical energy regulation in 2008, very detailed because that will be your main reference not only for the interview, also when you are performing your job as the RIM later, you are supposed to advise the installation owner on that. So what I can share here, what you need to really remember. The first one is the who are affected, who are affected by these regulations, and then secondly, what are the qualification to become RIM? Okay, this is more, okay, maybe the answer because not many provision in the regulation anyway. And then next one, what are the obligations, okay, of the installation owner once they receive the notice from Energy Commission? You can read that in the regulations. What are the regulations when they receive the notice from Energy Commission? What are they supposed to do? And then the next one, what are the function and duties of the registered electrical energy manager or the RIM? There's common questions. Okay, I don't know now, but when during my time as the panel, one of the panel interviewers, okay, these are the common questions because after all, that are the key provision in the regulation that you must know. Okay, not only for the interview, also for the when you want to perform your job later as the RIM. That about the regulation. And secondly, not only about RIM, the not only about the EMIR 2008 or the efficient management of electrical energy regulation 2008, you must also know the law about the safety of working at the electrical installation. So you must refer to the electricity regulation 1994. You must have some knowledge on that regulation as well. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble, I can guarantee you. However, you don't have to memorize all, you have to read all. So my tips, okay, my sharing is, at least you must know, okay, this is my tips. You want to prepare for interview, okay, you must read at least the regulation 60 and 61. So you open the electricity regulation 1994 or Peraturan Elektrik 1994, okay? And then you read the regulation 60 and 61 about what? About competent person. Okay? About the chargeman, what they do, about the competent electrical engineer, about the electrical service engineers, okay? Basic chargeman, what kind of class and all that. You need to know what class of chargeman, what. And then chargeman and basically and competent engineers. And then another one, okay, what are their responsibility at the public installations, okay? So go read regulation 60 and regulation 61. And then the next one, you must know about how to work safely. Means that what are the safety precaution, okay, when you work at the electrical installation during the work, when you perform the work there. So you have to read regulations 122, 122. Okay. Okay. So together with the regulation 113, sorry, not regulation 122, 112, sorry. Okay. I forgot. Okay. So you have to read regulation 112, 112, about the adequate, okay, adequate safety precaution while, to be taken during performing the works at the electrical installation. And then regulations 113 or 113, okay, about the competent persons. You know what? About the issuing of the so-called written instruction about performing the duties. I think that's what I think, because I think based on some friends, who went for interview recently. Okay, these are the area that we have to understand as well. You must know before you go for the interview, because other than looking for the potential for energy saving as the RIN later, you also must be aware that you have no obligation, or you have no you have no jurisdiction when it comes to the safety on the electrical installation. The one that authorized by authority on the safety part is always the competent person under the electricity regulation 94, which are who are they are the competent electrical engineers, okay, electrical service engineers, and also the chargemen. Okay, so don't forget about the law, because this is often being overlooked by many participants, or by many candidates. Okay, that's about the law. You need to know the law. Of course, the Efficient Management of Electrical Regulation 2008, and also the law under that governed or enforced by ST for the safety at the electrical installation. Okay, and then the rest all technical question. I think you have to understand. Basically, my always, you have to know what common energy saving measures. Okay, for commercial building and also at the industrial facilities. For example, for motors, how to save energy for motors, how to save energy at air compressors or compressed air system. Okay, how to save energy at air conditioning system, air conditioning system, either centralized system or the package system, package type, and also how to save energy at lighting system. Okay, not to forget about get some knowledge on what kind of standard or guidelines or protocol, okay, that you can refer when you're performing your duty as the RIM. Okay, and then last one, okay, energy audit. Okay, you need to know what's energy audit all about. At least you know what type of energy audit, what kind of common measurement done for energy audit, and also what kind of common measuring equipment, often being used for energy audit, at least for electrical equipment. Okay, because of under the regulations, it doesn't cover the thermal energy, so I don't think they will ask about anything but boiler, furnaces, and all that. All about electrical equipment. Okay, so that's all my sharing about the interview. If you want to prepare for the interview, and don't forget, lastly, before you sit for the oral interview, there'll be they call it, there's not exam, okay? That's why you are being asked to prepare the calculator and all that. Okay, there'll be about 30 minutes written quiz. Okay, written quiz often they have 4 questions. Okay, normally I don't know now, but my time, okay, 4 questions. Okay, 2 questions about the law, regulations, safety, and all that. Okay, about the law and regulations. Okay, the act. Okay, in particular the regulation that I mentioned earlier, efficient management of technical regulation 2008, and also the electricity regulation 94. Okay, so look at the key provisions. And then the second, another 2 questions will cover technical questions. Okay, you have to know some basic calculation for example, for motors, electrical calculation, for factor and all that. And also you may have to know about how to some basic calculation for air compressor. Okay, for example, how to calculate the CFM, the capacity of the the so-called the basic calculation for air compressor. Okay, all right, loading and unloading and all that. Okay, and then a basic calculation for lighting system. Let's say you want to save energy for lighting, how you calculate, how you estimate the saving. Okay, and some basic calculation for air conditioning system. Okay, but this is not the tips. Don't worry about the written quiz. Okay, so much. Your focus supposed to be on the oral interview. That will determine whether you will pass or not. Okay, to become a RIM. Because I think the written, I can guarantee you, at least, I'm quite confident each of you, all of you, at least can get at least out of last time, if I'm not mistaken, the total score, for the written quiz is 20%. Okay, and the score for the interview is 80%. I don't know now. Okay, but at least I can guarantee you for the quiz easily you can get 10%. Because I don't think, at least, if you understand the law, I think it should be okay. You can answer all questions, you read about the law, at least you can get at least uh, 10%, don't worry. And then the interview, 80%. Okay, so focus on interview, how you can answer convincingly, confidently. Okay, so answer one by one, step by step, and stay calm. Okay, ST officer are very nice people. They ask you nicely. I don't know now, but those tests they are always nice. I think most of them still nice people. So don't worry. Okay, do your best. Okay, all the best, and then good luck. Okay, I hope we can see you again after that. As the rim. Okay, bye.